Have you ever heard a phone name that instantly made you expect something groundbreaking only to find out it's just smoke and mirrors? That's exactly what might happen with Samsung's upcoming Galaxy S26 Pro. The name sounds exciting, like a major step forward from the Galaxy S25. But according to leaks, this so-called Pro device could turn out to be anything but professional. Let's break it down. Samsung is planning to replace the 6.2-inch Galaxy S25 with this new Pro-branded model in 2026. At first glance, the name makes it sound like we're getting a real upgrade. Maybe something to rival Apple's iPhone 17 Pro or Google's Pixel 10 Pro. But if the leaks are right, the Galaxy S26 Pro is shaping up to be a disappointment in several key areas. First, the screen. Don't expect a bigger display, higher resolution, or anything that screams Pro. The S26 Pro is rumored to keep the same 6.2-inch size and 1080p resolution as the Galaxy S25. That's fine for a mid-tier phone. But with a Pro badge slapped on, it feels underwhelming. Then comes the camera system, usually where Samsung tries to shine. Sadly, the news here isn't much better. The S26 Pro is tipped to swap the main camera sensor for a new model, but the sensor size itself won't grow. That means the 50-megapixel snapper may not deliver a noticeable jump in quality over last year's phone. Even stranger, Samsung might replace the 12MP ultra-wide camera with another 50MP sensor, which sounds impressive on paper but has already been described by leakers as useless. And the 10MP telephoto camera? It's reportedly sticking around unchanged, a sensor Samsung has been using for years. So where's the Pro in all this? The branding feels confusing at best and misleading at worst. To be fair, the Galaxy S26 Pro isn't meant to compete directly with the iPhone 17 Pro. Realistically, it'll go head-to-head with Apple's standard iPhone 17, but even then, Apple seems to have the upper hand. The iPhone 17 is expected to offer sharper display resolution, stronger cameras, and possibly even faster charging speeds compared to Samsung's so-called Pro. That doesn't look good for the world's top smartphone maker. Of course, it's not all doom and gloom. We're still months away from launch, and Samsung has time to course correct. Some insiders suggest that Samsung could fix a lot of the disappointment if it simply ditches the Pro name for this phone. Calling it the Galaxy S26 would set expectations more realistically and leave the Pro label for a future device that actually deserves it. But beyond the name, Samsung also needs to deliver real improvements where it counts. That means making the cameras better in obvious, real-world ways, not just swapping sensors with little difference. It means boosting charging speeds to at least 45 watts, since 25 West in 2026 feels outdated. And it means giving the phone a bigger battery, something in the 4,200 to 4,300 mAh range, to keep up with the competition. If Samsung makes those moves, the Galaxy S26 Pro or not could still be a solid phone that appeals to plenty of buyers. But if it doesn't, then the excitement around the name might just backfire, leaving people frustrated that a phone branded as Pro is anything but. So here's the big question for you. Would you still buy the Galaxy S26 Pro if it doesn't bring any real upgrades? Or do you think Samsung should save the Pro title for a future phone that truly earns it?